Hello everyone. I have had a stressful few months, and in this video I thought I would share everything I've been up to. I spent all of August studying for my driver's license, going to events,
looking for the next thing. I couldn't really settle down. Always on the run, I didn't want to slow down, but baby, then you came around.
and working more than usual at my part-time job. And all of a sudden, it was autumn. For those of you who don't know, autumn is my favorite season. I love when the leaves change color and when the air gets cooler so I can think more clearly. But in the beginning of September, I had other things than autumn leaves on my mind. My main focus was to get my driver's license before the permit expired in October. On the 1st of September, it was time to take the theory test for my driver's license at the Swedish Transport Agency in Stockholm. First I took my photo, then me and a bunch of other people went into a room full of computers that we were going to take the tests on. And as soon as I had answered all the questions, I found out that I passed the test. On the 24th of September, I had booked my driving test, and I can't even put into words how nervous I was. And during my driving test, I took the wrong exit, and I also missed a speed sign, so I honestly thought I would fail. But luckily I passed.
Jag ser på din min att det gick bra. Yes, ja!
I have never been good at studying, so it's still a shock to me that I actually passed both tests on the first try. According to statistics, only 50% succeed in getting their driver's license on the first try. So I'm extremely proud, but above all grateful that my dad and best friend had a patient to drive with me during these years. After I got my driver's license, I could finally start focusing on my favorite season. I started October by having an autumnal pamper day and spending time with my best friend.
Välkommen till dagens presskonferens. Du svänger ner som en liten mikrofon.
I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful.
De har säsong där uppe.
You shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal.
I also treated myself to a coffee subscription. As you probably know, or have figured out by now, I love coffee, and I thought of making this subscription an annual tradition. On the 1st of November, something big happened.
Välkommen till Skatteverket.
I started my own company. From now on I will make video productions, both for myself but also for other people. Hopefully I will be able to work full-time with filming and editing in the future. At least that's my goal, and I look forward to sharing my journey in these videos. Shortly after I started my company, it was time to go up north again. So I packed my bags and got in the car together with my dad.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving this like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end.
The purpose of the trip was to turn off the cabin's water before winter. Being in the north always gives me so much motivation and inspiration, and my perspective change when I'm here, which make it easier to see what I really want to achieve in life. So I also took the opportunity to write down my goals for next year.
Så där hörni, nu har jag hämtat min lilla pannlampa, så nu drar vi ut på en mysig och förhoppningsvis väldigt, väldigt lång kvällspromenad.
Hey darling, can Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Dad also spent a few days with his brother, so I drove him to the bus and then I got to drive alone for the first time. It felt incredible, and I look forward to going on more adventures on my own in the future.
Ja, det är tråkigt att åka hem alltid.
Running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go, I'm fighting.
When we got back from the north, there were warnings of extreme weather and large amounts of snow in Stockholm. Even though a lot of snow is unusual here, we always get at least one of these snowstorms every year. And every time it snows a lot, nothing works. This time it snowed for 3 days, which meant we had traffic problems, power failure, and all sorts of delays everywhere. And just as the snow started to melt, it was time for Stockholm Beauty Week, which was held for the second time this year, this time at the Grand Hotel in Stockholm. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay long, but at least I managed to make a few more memories before I had to leave.
It never gets me down. City of mine.
Jävla duktig på att snurra! Visste att jag skulle göra det!
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
And I also ran into Louise, which is an old friend I haven't seen in ages. At the end of November, it was time to start thinking about Christmas. So I decorated my Christmas tree and changed the posters in my picture frames. If you ask me, I think autumn is a time to slow down, recharge my batteries, and prepare for a new year with new exciting memories. Therefore, I ordered my bullet journal for next year, which I thought I would share with you in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!